Alright, today's the day that I'm unwrapping my new used EJ205. So I ordered this engine from JDM Racing Motors. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do a review as I open it and take a closer look at everything. When you order the engine from JDM Racing Motors, they have all the videos of the compression tests with the pressed block number and everything like that. And then they actually take pictures of the packaging as they're getting ready to ship it to you, and they email that to you right before they send it. So what you see is definitely what you get, and at this point, definitely looking good so far and liking what I see. So I'm gonna go ahead and start unwrapping this. It's really clean, so obviously it looks like they pre-cleaned it and everything before they sent it out. The only obvious issue so far is the coolant. So the upper kind of coolant overflow was totally smashed. I did order the wire cut and ECU for the WRX to use the ABCS. So the only final check is to see if this computer is the right computer. So final scumbag test. I did go into iWire, so they have a really cool list of the EJ205. Actually, just a lot of really good information on the EJ205. But this let me figure out which ECU it is. So based on the sticker, so this is the 5Z. If I come over here to my list, obviously it's not on here, so I'm gonna have to do some research real quick to figure out which one this is from. So check back in 2 seconds. Alright, so based on a quick search on the internet, the 5Z is an EJ205 WRX automatic transmission AVCS ECU. So yeah, I mean, I think it'll work. We'll see. I have a few other ECUs to try if this one doesn't work. I have a USDM. But before any of that, I want to get this engine up on the stand and just give it a quick rundown. Make sure everything's good on it. So I rolled it into the sun to get a better look at it up off of the pallet. I had some control arm centric bolts, like extra ones. That's what I used for my chain. I chained to the bracket on the alternator and AC compressor, and to the bracket for the intercooler. So that's how I picked it up with the chain. And then I didn't have extra trans bolts, so I went to the hardware store and bought these. These are M10 by 1.25, and these ones that I got were the 80 millimeters. So on the bottom they were too long. I used like a fat bolt as a spacer, but this is probably the least sketchy I've ever put an engine on an engine stand, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. The next step, now that it's on the stand, is to go through it and clean it up and get it ready to go into the car. So that was a quick video on putting it on the engine stand. Again, really the only thing you need if you don't have the stock trans bolts are 4 M10 by 1.25. I got 80 mils and I had to use a spacer on the bottom too. And obviously the engine stand and hoist if you don't have one. But everything looks good so far. I'll have to do some more homework on the ECU and figure that out as I go.